Hello and welcome to another episode of the Dicey Discourse podcast, where our goal is to introduce you to different tabletop role-playing games. We aim to demystify learning a new system and show that most of this can be done on the fly while still having a good time. The podcast is broken up into chapters, with each chapter pertaining to a single system and consisting of a separate character creation episode, called Episode 0, and a number of main episodes depending on the system. We're back again with a different GM. So, Simon, take it away.
Okay, so today we are playing Fabula Ultima, which is this, calls itself the TTJ RPG. It's modeled after the Japanese computer RPG games and tries to invoke the feeling of that kind of fantasy and that kind of world. Fabula Ultima is Latin for last story or last fable or Final Fantasy.
I see.
So we're doing session 0 now, which is a whole nother session. Unlike the previous systems where character creation was really quick, here characters are quite involved. It takes a bit of time to create the characters, but even more than that, this system actually encourages you, or I would say even requires you, to also collectively create a game world. So it's not like the GM has everything figured out, the world is already ready, nothing like that. I'm sitting here, I have no idea what our gameplay story will be, or even what the world will be like. We'll be together creating it, following the guidance of the system, and then after world creation we will create the party and the characters, and then next time we get together I will prepare a several shot based on that story.
Nice. Okay, then walk us through the world creation first then.
So, world creation, we're starting with nothing, and, well, first of all, the system makes a couple of assumptions. Well, the biggest one that we will probably have to break is that it sort of assumes that you're on this grand campaign. Think of a typical JRPG, you start as a level 1 peasant, and then end up killing gods in the end. So this sort of assumes that, which means that the world creation is big and expansive, the world is big, there's lots of stuff in it. What I'm thinking is that because this isn't going to be a long campaign for us, maybe 2, 3, 4 sessions maybe, then I suggest we limit ourselves to one region.
I think that makes sense.
Where we actually will stay, maybe an island or something. Take the scope down a little bit.
Ibiza.
What?
Ibiza. Never mind.
What does that mean?
It's the joke.
Ibiza, the island where everyone goes to party.
Oh.
Yeah, it just was a joke with like Barcelona, like they say it in the
regional accent or whatever.
I haven't been there.
Yeah, me neither. Neither to Barcelona, actually. That's why I pronounce it wrong.
So there are 3 suggested genres here. Natural fantasy, high fantasy, and techno fantasy. And I think we already sort of agreed beforehand that we would like something steampunky.
Yeah, like techno fantasy sounds cool.
Because this is kind of a unique setting that doesn't really come up that much.
Yeah, plus we just had high fantasy, essentially, with Mouse Ritter.
Yes.
So it was pretty low, it was in the sewers.
Well, we were also on the top of the tree, so...
Fair.
Well, you had to be very high to imagine it.
Okay, here we go. I was afraid this wasn't going to be a very funny session. So assumptions about the world. So the system calls them 8 pillars. So I will tell you what they are, so that when we create the world we can sort of follow them along. Because a bunch of the rules and themes here assume that these things are true. So, first one, ancient ruins and harsh lands. Basically, what it means is that you don't have like civilization all over the place. You have this wilderness, you have places to explore, dungeons, dangerous caves. Basically, there's stuff to do outside of the cities. A world in peril, there's stuff going on.
Okay, yeah. You have a big bad, essentially.
You have a big bad, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe several. It gives examples like cruel sorcerers, evil gods seeking reincarnation, power-hungry emperors, perhaps even alien entities. There's a single unspeakable terror behind the dangers of the world, and our heroes are bound to cross its path sooner or later. Clashing communities. The quick version is that the inhabitants are still divided by ancient grudges.
Okay.
Meaning there are like different factions around. Different nations or cities may have conflicts with each other. Typically, the heroes are meant to like overcome those conflicts, or maybe unite people against a greater danger. Everything has a soul, so there's a flow of spiritual energy, which is the source of living souls. And this is very tightly tied to the spiritist class, which manipulates this spirit energy. This is sort of like the live stream for Final Fantasy VII, if you're familiar with that. I think that's the closest thing. Okay, next pillar, magic and technology. So, especially in techno-fantasy, there's technology, there's magic, and there's magitech. So, the stuff that combines it.
Yeah.
And, we can decide how these things interact with each other during world creation.
Yeah.
Heroes of many sizes and shapes, so this is your DEI.
God damn it.
How many times did I have to cut out awkwardly, mildly offensive political jokes from Mouse Ritter? This time it's not my problem. So DEI.
Make the gnomes pay for it.
It's all about the heroes. Basically, what this means is that important stuff always happens to you. Or maybe you're always there for the important stuff.
Yeah.
And finally, mystery, discovery, and growth. It's about discovering like the ancient mysteries of the world and characters growing as characters. That's what we discussed here before. But it's actually very important here to have figure out a character arc for you, and then actively follow it because you have the tools to do that.
Yeah.
So that's the pillars, and now we can start creating the world. Okay, so here's the checklist or flowchart for world creation. So first of all, choose a shape for your world. Is it round, flat, or are the regions floating amidst the clouds? Could it be donut-shaped in a typical JRPG fashion?
It would be kind of cool to have like this like floating island, like Skies of Arcadia or the Legend of Zelda one, where the things were in the sky, Skyward Sword, and something along those lines maybe. Because that would play into the steampunky fantasy. You could have like airships, stuff like that.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
So we can be on one of floating islands. Okay, step 2, grab a map sheet. Yeah, basically draw a map.
Who has the artistic skills for it?
Not.
I don't think.
Probably none of us.
You know what you can actually do though? One of the ways that I have learned that if you want to randomize a map, just take a bunch of your dice and like kind of roll them on the paper, and you can draw around them like different islands and stuff like that.
I'll do that.
Then you can choose whether to make each die a separate island or like a combination.
I think we'll make one island.
Ah, okay, you want to do
like
it that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe we can do something like this. No, this looks like an Xbox controller.
It kind of does actually.
And then we can have like a separate thing here.
And then with the dice that are there, you can, usually you would maybe do it with D6s and assign to each number like something, this is where a ruin is, this is where a city is. But you can still use that with the dice that you have there. Those are like, I don't know, known relevant places.
Okay, because we're getting to that soon. I'll just leave them here right now. So, next step. What is the role of magic and technology in your setting? We already know we're doing steampunk.
Yeah.
But now, is magic seen as a form of science or mostly as a great mystery?
So in my mind, it would be cool if they like kind of coexisted peacefully.
Like a symbiosis almost.
Like a symbiotic relationship between the two. That would be cool.
Yeah,
So that would mean that magitech is pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Everything is magic and technology.
Well, it could be, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can always have them in like, depending on the region or depending on the specific technology, to have it like in different ratios.
Yeah.
You know how much magic is used in that.
So my actually idea was that because we're in a steampunk, then technology is steam based.
Yeah.
But maybe magic then acts similar to electricity, provides the power for stuff that can be done by steam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
interesting.
maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, and now, create the major kingdoms and nations of your world. Each person at the table should contribute at least one kingdom or nation during this step, providing some details about their customs, beliefs, industry, denizens, and creatures. I'm thinking that because we're limiting the scope,
Yeah.
we're gonna have, this is all gonna be one kingdom or nation.
Yeah.
And then we can just say that, talk about specific towns.
Well, yeah, but you can also, another option is to have city-states.
Or
Instead.
city-states, yes.
Because then we can still play into this idea that there's more difference between the like the cities or
Yeah,
the
I like
people.
that.
Maybe that D10 in the bottom left corner.
This one?
Yeah, I'll take that
Okay.
as the city-state of.
By the way, there are also random tables for all of this, so we can also roll whenever we need to.
Yeah, sure. We can.
I mean, we do have a bunch of more dice here, so maybe each of us can do one.
Do one and then roll the rest.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So I'll take that one. It's the city-state of Areno.
Arena.
Yeah, I think that it's maybe it's one of the few democracies in this like area, but like I'm more thinking of the old style like Greek democracy.
Well, city-states, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's like two elected kings essentially that rule it together. Actually, if we're going with the two kings, isn't that like kind of like Sparta?
It's kind of like Rome.
Like Rome.
Yeah, with the two consuls.
Didn't Athens also have two consuls?
I'm not sure.
Well, the Romans basically stole everything from Greece, so
More politics.
yay! But yeah, maybe let's
I mean, sure.
let's have it that there are like two kings that are elected.
For life. Or for a term.
Maybe for like a term, but a relatively long one, like maybe 20 years. What other like things should be?
Customs, beliefs,
Okay.
industry, denizens, and creatures. So yeah, about creatures. So basically, in this game, there are no species or races for characters. We can still invent them, but they don't have any gameplay effect.
Okay.
Actually, in general, how much do we want the world to have like gods and stuff?
Well, we can.
That's what I'm asking everyone.
I do not particularly care.
Well, gods can be quite local in that sense.
Yeah, I was just thinking that if we're going with the like Greece theme, maybe they have a pantheon of like deities. But the question is, how unusual is it that they have that? Like, is it something that only they have, or is it a pantheon that's more or less also revered in other city-states?
Well, I mean, since we kind of talking about islands, usually like the culture spreads rather equally on this like closed piece of land. So
Actually, one thing we forgot to do, we were supposed to establish like a size of this area, or basically how far can you travel in a day?
Well, what I would say is, since we want to have like airships and cool shit like that, then the scale has to be enough that going from one city to another maybe doesn't require a ship, but it would make it like reasonably like faster.
I don't know, Greenland size.
So I'm thinking that these cities are really close together. Should maybe be one travel day apart.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So this is one day.
Okay, yeah, then we can like roughly look at, so for example, Areno is about 2 days travel from the closest.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe to have Areno have like the pantheon and that they're maybe more old-fashioned with it. They're more religious and maybe more into magic than they are technology.
You're stealing my idea.
Which you haven't even said yet.
Exactly.
I haven't.
We're just one person.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it real hard.
Yeah, and it's not that they're like Luddites or something, but it's just that like if it can be done by magic, they'd rather do it by magic because that's divine, versus like the fallacy of humans or fallibility of humans.
So the humans?
I guess so. Yeah, now they are. What's the population scale that we're going with? In the sense that if I were to say that Areno has like 100,000 people living in there,
Well, maybe
is that considered to be like a too much or a very large city?
I'd say
What's the
yes.
scale we're going with?
I'd say this probably yes. Quite large.
Yeah, back in the day, it's like, well, of course we're talking about fantasy world, so
Yeah.
it can be whatever. But I would say that like it used to be a humongous city if it was like
Yeah,
10,000
yeah.
people.
So one thing about JRPGs is that cities are usually quite sparse.
Mm-hmm.
If you consider how computer RPGs look, there's
Yeah.
in a city or village there's typically like one important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in a major city there are three.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but you're also always like confined to specific areas of the city.
Yeah, of
So-
course, a lot of that is like convenience
Okay.
for computer games, but
Then, I don't know, maybe mark down that it has like a population of 7,000,
okay,
including the surrounding areas.
okay, sure.
And was there anything else about that, like beliefs?
Beliefs,
Customs.
customs, industry,
Uh-huh.
denizens, creatures. So denizens we covered.
Yeah.
Creatures, if there's nothing unusual about creatures,
I
then
don't think so. But what I was gonna say is that in terms of industry, then maybe they, since we are going with the idea that magic is more like electricity in our common parlance, then maybe they are more at the forefront of like that type of technology. As I offered before, that Arena does like less with technology, more with magic. So maybe they're like innovating in that area. So sort of the most, I want to say high tech, but you don't say that about magic. But sort of like cutting edge magic stuff comes from there.
okay.
Well, there is this sort of a side island. I was thinking that maybe on this area it would be a place for these tough, hardy, nomadic folk called the Gronkoids.
Yeah, the Gronkoids.
Yes, it's a series of villagers
How do you spell that?
with a K. Is that the only question you have? Or Gronkoid. The area itself.
What's the third letter?
Yeah,
Gronkoid?
and K and O. Just that's it. The people there are called Gronkoids.
Yeah,
They're basically these. They're basically much taller men. So you could call them Goliaths, and they are these people who are much less into magic, far more into actually farming and simply producing food. And I'd imagine that's also where a lot of these areas get their food from. Their beliefs also are focused so much less on magic and so much more on actually just hard work and family and bodybuilding.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Well, again, like the Greek, healthy mind is in a healthy body, right?
So do they also have some annual games that they do and invite everyone to participate?
They would definitely do that, yes. If just to show off in front of the people of Areno, because they do have a small bit of rivalry between.
I assume it's called Gronlympics.
Yes, you actually guessed it immediately. How did you know?
I had a feeling.
Yes, they took their name from an ancient hero called Gronko.
Gronko?
Yes,
Oh.
Gronko the Mighty.
So what's their? Okay, so we have actually 2 extra dice here. Do you want to do something with them too? Are they even anything? Maybe it's nothing.
The top die wouldn't really be a city so much as farmlands and a series of smaller villages. But the 2 here could be like sort of larger villages then.
Yeah, well, since they're it's floating islands and they're disconnected, one of them would have to be like a port of some sort.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
But actually, what I was gonna offer you is that the die doesn't have to be like a town or city or anything. It can also be, since you're going with nomadic people, it can be like this cultural gathering ground, or like, kind of like the
Like an
Yeah.
outpost.
no, more
like they make pilgrimage to
Yeah,
it like
exactly.
every once in a
Yeah.
while, and I guess
yeah,
that's
like where the
actually
clans
really-
gather to have their like this Olympic games or whatever.
Yes.
It's not inhabited, but people come together there.
Yeah.
Yes. Every once in a while to do stuff.
Yes, I think that's very good for it.
So let's say that this is a port. We have
Port
here
Grunk.
a port, and right next to Port Grunk is the
Well, it would be the holy city of
Granola bars.
no, not that. Definitely not that. Gronka.
Holy city of Granka.
Yes.
There we go. And this is where people come together from all the big island, I would say every year, to hold a competition of might and magic.
Yes.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we.
Are we done with Cranquid?
I had one more question about this. So this is a separate land mass island. Is it floating higher or lower than the main one, or in the same level?
Well, it would be floating higher. The holy city of Granka has this great tower that is, and when it's alight, it's visible from all over the other island.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, like it's
That's like the signal.
Yes.
Come together.
Yes.
Yeah. I was about to say that it's like a artificial North Star. Basically, the rest of the island knows to orient themselves.
So is it always glowing?
Yes, they keep the fire going forever, and they're separate
like
fire, like holy fire keepers for it.
What is it called in English? Lighthouse, essentially.
Basically.
Okay, sure.
That's kind of cool. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I guess when it's time for the games, then they maybe light a second fire there.
I was thinking they changed the color of the fire with various sort of salts.
And also maybe instead of the games being regular every year or so, they do some kind of special divining ceremony to figure out when the correct time is.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just light the fire, and that's the signal for other people to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that tracks really well.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. But actually, I wanted to ask one question about the Grunkoids.
Yes.
I have way more questions about Cranquids.
So, you said that they're like a nomadic people, but you also said that they're farming.
Yes.
How does that work for you?
There are different sort of clans.
Oh, okay.
Yes, some are much more farming focused.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you basically have the people who farm and the people who are more nomadic and, like, I don't know, raise cattle.
Yes, they raise cattle and they hunt, and they also trade with each other as they travel.
What animals live in this place?
Giant lizards.
No, those they ride.
I mean, you can both ride and hunt them, I guess.
Gigantic 9-legged snapping turtles.
9-legged.
Yes.
What's the 9th leg for?
Don't worry about it.
It's like in the back instead of a tail.
Or
that's how they push themselves forward. That's the most muscular one.
I was actually about to say that maybe it's like basically, what the fuck's it called? Like a spring or something.
Yeah.
And it's basically to like jump.
So they're springing turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, springing, snapping turtles.
That's kind of cool.
Sounds very dangerous.
It does. And they also kind of sometimes fall off the island, which is kind of sad. But don't worry about it, as I said.
Okay, so
I think I wanted to maybe take this area, and the whole area would be called Alnwick. A-L-N.
Alnwick.
Yeah,
A-L-N?
Yeah, W-Y-C-K. This is actually like the opposite of the initial idea that I had.
Yeah, because I stole it without you even saying it.
Yeah, and it's basically a heavily industrialized area which was developed due to discovery of a mine there. And
A mine of what?
yeah, I think like
A mine of miners.
yeah, mine of miners, like coal, iron.
Well, we're steampunk, so it's probably coal.
Yeah, so like of coal mine there.
A suggestion. Maybe it's not since all of it is steampunk. Maybe it's like something special about that coal. It's like higher efficiency or something.
Well, yeah, basically burns better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which would like help with them industrializing faster than the other areas. I was just offering
Thank you.
like an idea.
Yeah, and the main city there, the largest one, is called Caelkirk. Caelkirk. And what I was thinking is basically magic is not very popular there because, well, everyone is just like mining, and then like it goes into the city and powers up all the factories there. At the same time, I feel like their main activity would be trade. They would be exporting their coal to other places. But I think the issue is that in the largest mine there, like, they discovered dangerous creatures, which how to say? Well, kinda. In my brain, it looks like they discovered like creatures that looks like Haunter from Pokemon, like this kind of ghost type creatures living underneath. So like it's
with detached hands.
Yeah.
Ghost.
Yeah, but I think in order to protect their miners and their industry in general, they maybe quite often hire Krankoid mercenaries as guards. And like I don't think they're like particularly religious. Well, their religion is
money.
Yes, no, like mostly in industry. Yeah, and in terms of political. It's a little bit more of a communism community, or they're trying to build it that way. So yeah, everyone has to have a job. Everyone, like all the assets, supposed to be divided equally within the community. And yeah, whether it's working or not, well, it's
we'll see.
But yeah, so and I think they technically do vote for their leader, like maybe every 5-6 years they have like a national vote, and well, again, whether it's working or not, we will see.
What's the custom of theirs? Like, what's a national holiday, for example?
National holiday? Oh god,
Labor Day.
Yeah, Labor Day. I so much want to say that like the establishment of the republic, or like the
A Victory Day.
No, not the Victory Day. It's the birthday of their first ever leader.
I will take this place here.
For the tell for the listeners where it's situated.
It's on the other side of this, on the other hand of the Xbox controller from Arena. I really have trouble coming up with names.
Then talk to it about it first,
maybe,
and then
maybe you can help me out later. But
Schlimpelbloob. No.
Okay. Just
it's formerly a corporate headquarters, which has now become sort of a city, or grown into a city. It started as a railway company, which connected all of the major places on this island, but later they diversified into airships. So they're currently, they're basically monopolizing all of the shipping that happens here. And so basically it's it's an independent corporate, it's an oligarchy.
Oh, okay.
There is the CEO of the company, who is technically elected by the board of directors, but in practice it's passed down from parent to child. But the society, they don't consider themselves subjects of anything else. They just live in the city, which is called...
I was gonna offer Ildren for the general name of the area, because that could be the East Ildren Company. Because it is east on the map,
east,
right?
Yes. Sure, why not?
I thought of the name for my political leader, Lian Jimin.
Okay, so Ildren.
East Ildren Company.
Yeah.
Well, basically, the people there focus very much on just living the good life. They're kind of hedonists. Lots of merchants come from there. So this is the main sort of train building area and main airship building dock. They'll come from there, and they are the pilots, they are the train engineers, and they also go around and trade a lot.
Well, that's actually an interesting thing that we've now established. Essentially, the trains exist.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to get like on the island, like if it's a larger island, yeah.
So, because then, what do we think? Why choose an airship over a train?
Well, first of all, you can get to this other island by airship.
True.
Maybe it wasn't even discovered before airships. It was just this thing in the distance, always floating there, with a glowing tower. And then when the airships were finally invented, then some team of adventurers visited.
Made contact with the Grunkoids.
I wish they had.
Oh man.
Okay, well,
But even now, by train, you can still carry a lot more stuff.
True, but it's like predetermined routes.
Yes, but
Okay,
they're
yeah,
already
yeah.
built
Yeah.
in most places.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that those trains actually travel faster?
Faster than airships? Probably not.
Probably roughly the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I would assume it's roughly the same.
So I guess it is just.
Well, it's slower because they have to follow a path around the terrain. The airship can just go straight.
Yeah. Around the terrain.
Yeah.
I was like, they have to follow the path around the train.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well.
Okay, yeah, sounds interesting. It's basically Birmingham.
Yep. And their
Which one? The one
religion is money, so they acknowledge no other gods.
So they're essentially the opposite of Alnwick.
Yes.
Well, interesting, yeah.
I was thinking.
They're also the opposite of Reno.
Yeah.
In some ways, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that actually as one of the landmarks in the
Alnwick.
Alnwick area, like to put the mine.
I would assume it would be close to Kaelkirk, or not close.
I think it would be close, yeah.
Okay, let's just.
Like maybe there are
let's
like
see
few
here.
small villages, or like they're like how to say like work camps where.
Company towns. Okay, so what's like you said, the religion is money, but what about the what's like a custom of theirs? Do they have like any, I don't know, national holidays or?
Well, not as such. So basically, they have no national holidays because you have to work every day.
Okay.
I thought they were
But-
hedonists.
Oligarchs.
Yeah,
the ones who are rich are, yes.
Okay, fair.
but you can personally negotiate holidays for yourself if you want.
Yeah, but they're of course unpaid.
Well, sometimes they might be paid if you're a really good negotiator.
So negotiation is a pretty important in their
Yes.
Yeah.
entire culture.
For sure.
Haggling.
Haggling is a
Yeah.
good thing. Yeah.
Well, actually, good question. Does this world have like automatons or something along those lines? Because if they were to have automatons, then you could have this Ildren be like more hedonistic because they have many of the menial labor is automated.
That's true.
But like, I feel like if we're talking about like, of course it's a fantasy world again, but like in my head it was like, yes, it's steampunk, but it's not like as developed that you suddenly have like robots do all the work.
Well, that's the Magitech part of it. It could be, but yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I'm like personally, I can imagine it without them.
Okay, sure. No, it's just I'm asking leading questions
Yeah, I
essentially.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what I imagine is that they don't have that much menial labor that they need to do. They mostly buy their food and the materials from Grunkoids and from Alnwick, and yeah, they're mostly doing merchants, bureaucrats. Very bureaucratic society. You have to have everything written down and archived and checked and rechecked. That's where basically office workers.
Then it just becomes
Germany.
And then it just becomes the question of like how like they are buying in all their food or like most of their food and stuff like that. With what? Like what value do they generate that others are
Shipping.
interested in?
That's
Yeah,
the
their
most
own
profitable
training.
business.
Okay. So basically that they put in all of their menial labor like, I don't know, 100, 200 years ago by building railroads.
I guess so.
And then now they are basically living off of the dividends. So they're like Norway with their fucking oil fund.
yes, except it all belongs to the company,
Yeah.
and not to the people.
Yeah.
So now we have left these 3 dice.
I feel like that can also be one area, kind of
Yeah.
like Alnwick.
So let's see if what the tables give us here.
Yeah, whether we wanted to or not, this kind of ended up being weirdly symmetrical.
Yeah. Well, it's fine.
Maybe we need some like forests or farmlands or something like that.
Oh yeah, actually maybe. So actually, what are we gonna do with what people and races are there? Are we just going with only humans? Or some more like fantastic?
Well, the
things?
Grunkoids are like slightly taller and more
Like Goliaths.
Goliath-y.
Yeah. So, but they're not like giants per se.
They're not giants, no, yeah. They're
Okay.
just slightly taller men.
Because then, yeah, actually, maybe it would be cool to have some sort of like, I don't know, the Great Forest
And forest people.
Yeah, like tree huggers, like elves or
Yes, some forest lands.
yeah.
Cat girls.
No. Well, if you want
Dog
furries, it's fine. I'll allow it. But
We listen and we don't judge. Although we judge,
Yeah.
Squirrel girl, no.
But then we could have maybe like more monkeyish type. Like, because it would be kind of cool to have like people who essentially have an extra limb in their prehensile tail.
Yeah.
Prehensile, I think is
Actually,
the
I
word.
like that. So the tables really don't offer much for places. Actually,
Yes, is the place's name Wukong?
Or maybe they
there is a table of location names, so maybe we can.
Yeah,
we can
for the
take something
like
from here.
blah 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 forest. So what do I need to roll?
Roll for first. Roll a d5.
D5. 5.
Okay. Yade. Y-A-D-E.
Yade.
Yade. Okay, cool.
Yade Forest. Yeah.
Yade! Forest!
Yeah, I assume they like build their like huts and stuff on the trees. So it's like basically a tree town, a tree city.
Ewoks.
Kinda.
I'd imagine
Kinda, yeah.
Broncoids get along really well with the Yadians.
Yade.
I imagine they're sort of want to be just left alone
Yeah.
because all of the rest of this is very industrialized.
Yeah.
They probably just want to live their tree life.
Maybe they're like all about magic and no technology.
Oh, then they would get well along with Iranians.
Yeah, maybe Arena kind of protects them from the influence of the others.
I think maybe they wouldn't really need protection.
Well, I imagine that
But-
Onwick and Ildren would want to just harvest the forest
Yeah.
if they had the chance.
yeah, I mean they might have like a mutual defense pact or something essentially.
But seeing as they are like in a forest, are they, well, it is like sort of meant to be magic tech, right? Are they much more focused on the magic part and so much less on the tech part? Then, yeah.
Yeah, actually, because it feels like we kind of accidentally did this like cut down the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where on one side you have Onwick and Ildren, which are very industrialized, and on the other side you have like Areno and the name Yaden Forest, which are like much more focused on magic.
So speaking of cutting things down the middle, how do you feel about if there's a huge crack in the middle of this island and just a thin sliver of land connects them?
Why even have a thin sliver of land if we have airships?
So we can have a railroad bridge on it.
Oh, so like an artificial maybe.
Well, it might
bridge
be
instead.
artificial, yeah.
Yeah, maybe the bridge was
Okay,
built
sure,
there,
yeah, cut it down the middle then.
Okay.
But don't make the cut straight.
It just cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, the Xbox controller is broken.
Yeah, maybe at some point there was like a war and something happened and
Maybe,
why
maybe,
they
maybe,
all-
Actually,
maybe
that's
some
the next point of our word creation.
Yeah.
Discuss the major historical events that shaped your world into what it is. Each person should contribute at least one important event that dramatically altered the history of your setting.
You start with the idea that you had right now.
yeah, maybe there
And
was
for this, there is a table that you can roll.
If
yeah,
you
maybe
want.
there was like an influence war, like again, like technology versus like magic oriented, and yeah, for example, like Areno and Yade, more for example, preserving the natural resources, while what was the
Ildren and
Ildren
Onwick.
and Onwick are all about using it for like beneficial people. So there was like it started the war, and like during that, like the island was severely damaged, that it's like cracked in the middle.
I was gonna offer, maybe it's not that it cracked on its own, but one party did something.
No,
like,
that I was thinking that like there was like a bomb or something.
yeah,
like
like
that.
They do
great
it on-
heroes or something.
Did they do it on purpose or was it an accident?
I think it was in my head. It was
Yeah.
like a consequence of their like action, but they didn't mean it to happen on purpose.
Oh, okay, but maybe like they wanted to, I don't know, blow up some bridge or something, and it went
Yeah.
too hard.
Yeah.
It's like,
Way too hard.
yeah,
like
it's like
basically they were like trying out the new weapon.
yeah, it's like Scratch in Ice Age.
Actually, what would be the name of the whole island? Like
Well, we can roll another name for the name.
Blorful Snarch.
No.
Well, are you looking for a name?
Yes.
I have a whole list of.
Well, maybe it could be like Ildra, because if we have like East Ildren Company,
I guess.
to have the whole like the large island at least named like Ildra or something like that.
We already have the east part of it called Ildren.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That if the whole island was called Ildra, then it would make sense to have the East Ildren Company.
I see what you mean.
Ildra or Ilder. Yeah, Ildra is probably better.
Like, or we can have it like that. The two halves now have different names because this.
Maybe it
event,
used to be called Ildra,
Yeah.
and now, after this war, which happened, I don't know, maybe 100 years ago.
Yeah, I would say about that.
150.
So now just the east, well, not even the east part, just the southeast part will be. I guess it morphed into Ildren.
Yeah. And yeah, maybe that's the thing, that no one really uses the name Ildra anymore because it's like not relevant. You don't need
because
to.
now it's like
Lost to time.
Yeah.
So I kind of already had the beginnings of this idea when I was describing it, that basically contact with the Gronkoids. So when, let's say the airships were invented rather recently.
Actually, maybe they were first used as a weapon of war in the this 100 years ago.
Okay, well then it's not that recent then, but I guess it
I mean, still is pretty recent.
100 years.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you consider recent, I guess.
Well, in this fantasy setting, that's all right. Okay, sure. So yeah, okay, let's go with that. So the airships were invented. They were used in the war, and also to make contact with Gronkoids.
Yes.
Who ended up playing a pivotal role in the war.
Yes.
But in what way?
Well, who won the war, or did it end at a stalemate once the island cracked?
You know what would be cool? If every capital, every city, state thought that they won the war.
Yeah, well, because what I was gonna say, that if we're going with this idea of like sort of Olympics, that maybe Gronkoids were instrumental in like brokering a peace.
Brokering a peace, yeah, that's actually really good.
And now they're like this cultural Olympics
Yes.
became something of like a general, I don't know, like a celebration of peace between peoples in some sense almost.
Makes sense. I guess actually because they are floating above the rest of the land, maybe all of the other inhabitants saw them as sort of holy. They are taller as well.
Yeah, as they would be seen as some kind of an ideal.
Yes,
to
they
strive
probably
towards.
had this kind of mystic authority to broker this peace.
Because then, we could have something along the lines of that there are like myths about giants, and then maybe at least some of the people on Ildra itself kind of consider Gronkoids to be the descendants of those mythical giants.
So I kind of like the idea that maybe it's the weather around on these islands is quite misty at times, and especially with the sun coming right from behind this, they would often see like these great shadows of the Gronkoids being cast onto the ground.
Your One Piece is showing.
Yeah, definitely. I'm way too inspired by it.
I had to cut out so much One Piece stuff in Cosmosaurus.
And as I said, the Gronkoids have had their holy city there for a long time with the Tower of Flame, and people have been seeing it, just out of reach until the airships.
So like Mount Olympus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe do the arena people then think that their gods are actually there?
No, I think maybe actually it's become somewhat of a crisis of faith, because well, maybe now it's not that bad anymore, but 100 years ago they maybe did think that, and then they went to talk to the people there, and they're like, well, what the fuck, what do we believe in now? Or something along those lines, maybe.
But at the same time, well, with the Gronkoids not really focusing on magic and tech as much, maybe that would lead to a sort of a demystifying of the whole phenomenon.
I imagine them to be more spiritual then.
Yeah, they are definitely spiritual, but they are definitely not like not as focused on magic.
Yeah, maybe the original war was sparked by this like lack of resources, or maybe not lack of, but this either Ildren or Onwick or both basically wanted to cut down the Great Forest, and that's how that thing started.
Hey, is that your event?
I guess so. Yeah.
So wait, did we actually settle on people of Yade being
Monkey
more monkey
Yeah.
people? Yeah, okay.
Like Zidane from Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah, basically.
Harambe didn't
By
talk
the way,
about
that
this.
is how you say his name.
Zidane.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know that because I used to watch football, and every
Yes,
time
Zidane.
I read the fucking main character's name in Final Fantasy IX, all I can think of is the French footballer Zinedine Zidane. Immediately less serious for some reason.
I think it's an accidental.
Probably.
It's not a reference, I think.
Not to get back on track or anything,
Yeah.
but could we get back on track?
Sure.
Yeah.
There is one more thing.
Yeah, one
well,
more
unless we want more events.
Oh, I don't think we have any more events.
Well,
you
the
came up with them.
discovery of the mine
Yeah.
for
sure.
Onwick. There's
Yes.
like that's how basically the whole state
So
started.
did that happen before or after the war?
I think that happened. I think it actually happened after the war, and that's why like they were still like more industrialized, but smaller villages, and they were like craftsmen, and stuff like that. Yeah, and that's why they actually were looking at the forest there, like to get more resources and
So they wanted to do wood punk, but then they discovered coal and pushed the
Steam.
world into steampunk.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting. Yeah, it would make sense that now that they found their own mine, they're not that interested anymore in cutting down
Yeah.
the Great Forest of Yade.
Yade.
Then we can move on to the next point. What are the great enigmas and mysteries of the world?
Who built the Grunkoid Tower?
The questions left unanswered and the truths that are now indistinguishable from legend.
Because I do suggest that no one actually knows who built the Grunkoid Tower. And maybe the Grunkoids have like myths and legends about it, but there's no like concrete evidence.
Yeah, because the architecture is nothing like the Grunkoid stuff.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. And it's it is absolutely massive. It would have to be the flame atop it would have to be visible from all over the other island as well. But,
Are there stairs or an elevator there?
stairs. Definitely stairs for Grunkoids.
Every 50 levels, there's like a hotel.
Okay, why is the whole thing floating in the first place? And
Yeah.
are there other lands
Oh.
above or below or to the sides?
Ooh, that would also mean that there would be some explorers from Mildred, perhaps.
Well, I imagine the airships maybe can't fly that far.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
Maybe not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suggested that the mines are filled with this weird creatures that no one have ever seen before, like or anything like that.
The ghosts.
Yeah.
Like this ghostly looking creatures. Yeah, maybe.
Poltergeist.
Yeah, maybe like that's one of the mysteries. Like, what are they? Where did they come from?
Maybe there's like a portal to another world at the bottom of the
Yeah,
mine.
yeah. Because like they're nowhere like anywhere else. They like you can't find them only in that like specific mine.
Yeah, because that would also be a cool idea that like, why is the coal different here?
Would you say that the people dug too deeply and too greedily?
might be that in the beginning it was fine, and then like on the deeper levels they finally like discovered them, and yeah, that's why they had to like maybe form pacts with Grunkoids to protect the miners.
Rock and stone, brother.
Krunkenstone.
Rock and stone.
Oh god. I would suggest that the reason why everything's floating is maybe buried in ancient history. This maybe Areno has this like myth about the like war between gods that basically shattered the planet.
Let's call it the shattering.
Or the sundering.
Like, it's basically like again one of those mysteries. That
Or
Yeah.
the spell plague.
Yeah, no one really knows, right? But I would suggest that maybe the people on Ildra are relatively convinced that there are other islands and other people.
Maybe they can see something really far away.
Well, but that's the question then. Why, if they kept seeing Grunkoids, or like their tower in the distance, and the moment they got airships they went to see, why wouldn't they have gone?
Because they can't reach them.
Yeah, they can't find it.
But then why can't they see them?
Telescopes.
Okay, true, fair, absolutely. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that maybe there are, and maybe there are even some people who are developing this new strange technology with like sound waves that can travel far distances.
I think sound waves, like in steampunk world, they sound like a bit too advanced.
Well, yeah,
like
maybe
we're talking
they don't.
about, we discovered went into the whole steampunk era like only 100 years ago.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
That's also true in our real world.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, that. Well, basically, what I'm saying is that maybe there's a very early experimental version of a radio, like radio waves or something.
Yes, and all they heard was screams.
That's actually kind of cool.
on one specific sort of frequency.
Turns out it was just a bunch of death metal.
Yeah.
It turns out the rest of the world is modern.
No, but then like the closer you get to the mine, the louder the screams can get in the radio.
Oh yeah, it could be that there's some sort of interference from the mines, that you actually can't use a radio in Alnwick. Or like you can, but you only hear these like screams or something.
I do have another mystery. What's the deal with the gods of Areno? Are they real in any way?
Well, something shattered the world, and I would say that at least the people of Areno and maybe even Yade to some degree believe that the power of magic is divine, or like Areno definitely believes that, and so that for them magic is not so much about like study and creating formulas, writing shit down. For them it's more about communing with the gods or the spirits or whatever you call them. Like maybe Yade is more like views it as like spirits, kind of similar to Grunkoids maybe.
Yeah.
But Areno views it more as like, oh, I have this patron god who gives me power. But whether that's actually true or not, who knows?
We'll find out together.
Yeah.
So the final thing is, what terrible threats cast a shadow over your world? Environmental disasters, furious deities, power-hungry empires, or perhaps even clouds of corrupting miasma that are enveloping and consuming the land.
Alnwick doesn't really, like Alnwick government doesn't really share it with anyone else, but they see that they're running out of coal in the mine, or like they're getting like closer to the end, and there's...
Or maybe they're running out of coal that they can safely mine.
Basically, yeah, that it might that the whole what did we name the island? Ildra will run out of coal at some point, or like...
Oh, I was gonna offer that maybe actually we need a better name than the Grunkoid Tower.
It's the holy city of Grunka.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So the Tower of Grunka. Maybe the flame is either flickering or changing color on its own, and no one actually knows what that means, but everyone's kind of like, oh shit.
So actually this is one thing I was thinking previously. Is the flame in the tower magical, or because the Grunkoids themselves are not?
Yeah, but they
are
take great
spiritual, though.
Yeah, they are spiritual, but they take great care of it.
But it's in what way? Do they have to bring firewood up there all the time, or is it just burning on its own and they just, I don't know, do a ritual?
I would say both. They do, hardy people as they are, they keep bringing more fuel up to the tower, but they do also elongate it with their own sort of spiritual magic.
Okay, but something is causing the flame to flicker and change colors.
Yeah, despite the Grunkoid's best efforts. So actually, it would be kind of cool idea to have that, like, what Grunkoids is this great pilgrimage to do, where you like carry this X amount of firewood up all of the stairs in one go.
Yeah.
It's like, this shows your devotion to...
Yes. No, they do have their own fire keepers, but they hold special festivals for the people to bring it up.
The next Grand Olympic Games are coming up, and there is something that's not quite right about these ones. What does the winner even get?
Glory and fame. Maybe what's weird about it is that the last Grunkoid Games were 2 months ago.
Grand Olympics.
Grand Olympics were 2 months ago, and it's never been like that close together.
Okay.
And that's why people think that maybe it's some summoning for something.
Maybe it's a scam this time.
People are starting to accuse each other of doping.
I don't think so. I don't think people would, especially like people from Yade and Arena would think that it's someone like messing with it necessarily. I think maybe they would view it as some sort of like summoning by higher powers for some purpose. The mines are like, at least the safe part is depleted almost. The something is wrong with the flame, and the newest Olympics are way too close together. It seems like we are working towards that. Seems to be some maybe unifying reason.
Yeah.
But so what are other signs of it?
Something maybe is going on in the Yade forest.
Yeah, because what I don't remember. I don't think I said it, but I had this idea that maybe in the Yade forest they have like one of the trees is this like massive one that towers over like everything, because you have to have one in fantasy, right?
Yes, the yurt tree.
The yurt tree.
The Yade tree.
The Yade tree.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe the Yade tree is the Yade forest is also named after.
Yeah.
You have it your way, I have it.
And yet maybe it's dying, or like maybe it's one of these trees that's like it's a leaf.
It started shedding leaves.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. That it's a leaf tree, but it's as if it's almost summer, like almost as if it's always summer there. But now it's actually the leaves are turning like yellow.
So it's basically moved into its personal autumn.
Yeah. And so maybe the Yade people view that as the signs of the apocalypse coming.
Oh,
But definitely worried.
Yeah, but actually, since we have this huge like rift in the island, maybe like because, and I assume like as we talked, like we built the bridge there.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you could like someone noticed that actually the islands are drifting apart.
I also had this idea. Okay, I think that's actually enough stuff.
Yeah.
So let's see what we can get rolling on this table here. Table of historical events, mysteries and threats, and see what it gives us. We don't have to use it if it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
11, which is the rise of a new military power. A new military power.
Well, it doesn't have to be new. It can be renewed.
Yes.
So, for example, Olmec used to be like industrialized, but maybe not as much as it is now. So maybe they are building up their military.
Well, I mean, as like before, I've stated several times that they kind of rather hire Grunquoid mercenaries, but maybe the what was the name?
Yeah,
of the
Ildren.
Yeah, the Ildren. Maybe they like.
They might want to diversify.
Yeah, because if it is that they were for the longest time were like more about being merchants and stuff, and it might be that it's becoming a little bit concerning how much of a military power they're building up.
Yeah, they probably like it all started to protect the trains with the cargo.
Yes. And maybe now that they are seeing that the continents are drifting apart, maybe they're worried that their train that goes over the bridge might not go for much longer. And so they're trying to find other ways to prosper. Or maybe they did find a way to some faraway.
Yeah, I was just about to say that you can think of it in several ways. That maybe they're like they're basically like Spain in the 1500s, or it's like that with this invention of basically radio and stuff, and hearing these disturbing things like the screams and stuff. Maybe they're like, oh, maybe we don't want to go visit other people, but we should defend ourselves from them. Or something along those lines.
We don't have to decide what the truth is right now.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. This can reveal itself during the campaign.
So what we agree on is that Ildren is building up a military for something.
Armored trains.
All you had to do was get the damn train, CJ.
Is there anything else?
This is the end of world creation.
Oh.
I think someone knocked on your door.
Nah.
Okay.
Actually, maybe. Let me check.
Audible.
Yeah, so, yes, our Audible...
Yes, Audible.
Sponsored by Audible.
Sponsored.
I fucking wish.